The International Crimes Division of the High Court in Kampala has issued a warrant of arrest against former Sudanese President Omar al-Bashir. The ruling is in response to an application filed by the Uganda Victims Foundation. The civil society organization sought Bashir's arrest when he visited Uganda back in November 2017. CGTN's Baleke has that report.
The International Crimes Division of the High Court argues that by refusing to arrest former President Omar al-Bashir of Sudan during his visits in 2016 and 17, Uganda ignored its obligation to the international community and violated the Rome Statute. The presiding judge, Henry Peter Adonyo, ordered that the country's leadership to implement the ICC warrant against the former Sudanese leader, saying that authorities should arrest him if he ever sets foot on Ugandan soil. Lawyers for the Uganda Victims Foundation, which filed the application, welcomed the ruling.
We cannot turn this country into a country of fugitives running away from arrest warrants, regardless of whether the person is a head of state or not. Secondly, I think that the fact that Omar al-Bashir is in jail is immaterial because the crimes against which he was charged still subsist, and he has to face his day in court.
The first ICC warrant for arrest for President Omar al-Bashir was issued in March 2019, the second in July 2010. The former Sudanese leader traveled to Uganda for the swearing-in ceremony of President Yoweri Museveni and on another occasion as the key mediator for the conflict in South Sudan. Authorities in Uganda argue that his presence in the country was justified by the importance of that mediation, an explanation the civil society organization rejects.
We cannot excuse crimes because somebody is doing good now. The substratum or the original crime still exists. And so regardless of why he was in Uganda, it does not in any way absolve him of obligations for the crimes he committed or allegedly committed in the Sudan, namely in Darfur.
The Uganda court ruling comes on a day Sudan marks the anniversary of the uprising that ousted President Bashir a year ago over soaring bread prices. Baleke, CGTN, Kampala, Uganda.